Hi everybody, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface with Emergency Az number 20. Emergency Az videos, raw reactionary type of videos that deal with breaking news within gaming. Although today, this is gaming related, as what I want to discuss is what's on the screen right now, which is the official release of the Warcraft Movie Poster, which is arriving at the beginning of June time. And because it's an Emergency Az video, it may contain fruity language, i.e. language of an adult nature. So if that's something you're offended by, then this is not the video for you. Also, I'll probably be delving a couple of instances into spoiler territory, using the own specific Warcraft lore and what we've managed to piece together from the trailers so far. So if you don't want to know any spoilers to do with this film, again, probably not the video for you to watch, but please feel free to hit the like button on the way out. And just for the people that are sticking around, be fully aware that's what will be discussed. But if you'd have the courtesy, please use spoiler tags down below in the comment section. But people have been warned. So, before I discuss the poster, because there are a couple of things which are really standing out about it, I just want you to look at it yourselves. If this is the first time that you've seen it for sure, if you have seen it during the course of the day, just take another look and soak it in. See if there's anything which really stands out for you. Okay? You done that? Right, let's go into it. So before I go into the kind of like the glaring issues about the poster, just want to say a couple of things. Firstly, about its layout. There is nothing wrong with its layout whatsoever. It's clearly defining what it wants to do here. On the left-hand side at the top, we've got Durotan, and on the right-hand side, we've got Anduin Lothar. These are the two main protagonists of the movie. They're separated by the sword, which is an alliance sword, and it clearly shows a red on the left hand side going all the way down to the Horde army at the bottom, and then on the right hand side we've got the blue of the Alliance, again panning down right down to the bottom, and we see the Alliance army. So this poster is separating the two sides. It's saying we've got Horde versus Alliance. So this is where our first issue with the poster comes in. Because let's just have a look at the people on the left-hand side representing the Horde. We have Durotan, as mentioned. Below him, we've got Ogryn Doomhammer, because there you got the huge Doomhammer over his shoulder. And then we've got King Lane. Crap. From the Alliance. In the Horde section of the poster. Okay, that's interesting. Why is King Lane over on the left-hand side? You know, he's a member of the Alliance. He's the ruler of Stormwind when the film begins. Why is he on the left-hand side representing the Horde? Makes zero sense whatsoever. And what do we have on the right-hand side? Well, we've got Anduin Lothar, as mentioned, and then we've got Garona, who we'll go into in a moment. And then to the right of Garona, it looks like Medivh, and then Khadgar, the young Khadgar right at the end there. And then that's the representation from the Alliance side. Now, one thing about Garona, of course, is Garona in the film, in lore, she's half orc and half Draenei. But in the film, she's going to be half orc and half human. She's looking very human in this poster. Problem is, we've already seen her in the trailers, and she has green skin. She has the orc green skin, but she has the humanish features about her. In the poster, whoops. They forgot to do that, and she's just coming up as a human with some bad dental work, which doesn't make a lot of sense and kind of misrepresents the whole character completely. If you were just to glance at that, you might even think she had, you know, maybe some sort of adornment in her mouth or something, you know, some sort of earring, or, you know what I mean, ring piece, or, well, hey, or something along those kind of lines. Another thing about Garona is Garona in lore, let's just talk lore for the moment, she assassinated King Lane. She was influenced by Gul'dan. She was mind controlled by Gul'dan, or she was under Gul'dan's power and influence, and she, unfortunately for her, because she was really good friends with King Lane, murdered him. Whoops. Now, what we have seen in the Warcraft trailer is we have seen what appears to be Anduin Lothar looking over the body, the fallen body of King Lane, with a dagger sticking out of him, which is most likely going to be Garona's dagger. There appeared to be quite a battle going on around them, so it looks like her betrayal, so to speak, because we don't know in the film if she's going to be influenced by Gul'dan or not, most likely, but it appears that that's the moment where she turns, or that's the moment where Gul'dan makes her assassinate King Lane during the heat of this battle. So it kind of would make a lot more sense if Garona was on the Horde side, without giving too much away, with green skin, because they still want to say, look, even if she's a bridge between the two factions, the Horde and the Alliance, even if she's a bridge between those two, King Lane definitely needed to be on the right-hand side as a full representative of the Alliance. The fucking king. And then Garona, you stick on the right hand side if you want to have somebody like Medivh, and Khadgar, of course, being on the Alliance side, even if Medivh is going to betray the people as well, of course, because he's corrupted by Sargeras in lore. He's the last Guardian that's corrupted by Sargeras. So even if they want to kind of have that aspect in the film, but want to keep it a bit secret, that he's, not up to too good. So they want to, pretend, oh, look, he's a good guy. He's on the Alliance side. And then, hey, presto, in the film, but I'm betraying you and shit. Then fine, have him on the Alliance side. But Lane and Garona, I think they should have switched spots. Now, let's just kind of play devil's advocate, because I try and play both sides here. If the theory behind the poster was we've got Horde and we've got Alliance, but the further we go down the shaft, ladies, the further we go down the shaft of the sword, then things get a little bit ambiguous. And therefore we have Horde on the Alliance side, Alliance on the Horde side, because, of course, things aren't quite as black and white as they appear. From what we, again, seem to gather from the trailers for the Warcraft movie, is there seems to be 3 factions fighting each other in this film. We have the Alliance. They're the main ones, of course, because the Horde are going to be coming through the Dark Portal. We then have Gul'dan's Horde and Blackhand's Horde. The likelihood that Gul'dan and Blackhand are aligned is almost cast iron. No pun intended for the Iron Horde, of course. So we have those people, the warmongers, looking to dominate Azeroth, looking to invade and overtake Azeroth. And then we have Durotan with what's likely going to be, and Doomhammer, with what's likely going to be the Frostwolf, and the Frostwolves are actually going to be the good orcs that are coming through, and they're not warmongers. They just want to find a home. They just want some land to settle down to and begin to just live in peace and harmony and whatnot, and smoke dope all day. I don't know what they want to get up to, but shit like that, for goodness sake. So it looks like there's going to be a 3-way. Hey, ladies, again. It looks like there's going to be a 3-way between the Naughty Orcs, the Alliance, and then what's likely going to be the Frostwolf aligning themselves with the Alliance to fight off the Naughty Orcs. At least that's the best way that I can put it for the moment. So if they are trying to give that sort of ambiguity about the switch between, the merger between and the alliance between, no pun intended again, the Horde and the Alliance, then some sort of, bond between the two, then it would have probably made more sense to have Blackhand or Gul'dan in Durotan's spot on the poster, and then when you got down to the bottom, then you had Durotan. Maybe even sort of right slap bang in the middle of it. Slap bang in the middle of the Horde there to say, hey, look, we've got Naughty Orcs, we've got Goody Alliance, and then we've got a little bit of ambiguity going on. a little bit of what's going on here. Why is this guy slap bang in the center? Is he torn between allegiances to his own race and the humans of Azeroth, or what's going on here? So that is how they could have dealt with that side of matters. So if we just take a step back now, look at this objectively, to me, this appears quite simple. The theme of the poster is meant to be Horde left, Alliance right. The sword is dividing the two factions. It's showing that there is conflict because the sword, of course, is representative of the conflict. There is conflict between these two sides. So King Lane being on the left-hand side is a mistake. It's nothing short of a mistake. On top of that, Garona being on the right-hand side and not being green-skinned, again, is a mistake. So this, to me, demonstrates that the person that created this poster did not have an understanding of the material that they were given. And on top of that, who QAs this? I mean, this has surely got to go through a QA procedure. And not only that, but you would also have thought that Legendary Films, or some representative from Legendary, would have actually shown this to Blizzard as the official launch poster. Now, I could be wrong here, and Blizzard might have been bypassed completely, and if they are, fair enough. But I would have absolutely have thought that they would have been shown this poster before it was out. So if nobody from Blizzard could even pick up on the errors here, or somebody say, why is Lane on the left-hand side? Why is Garona not green-skinned? And then it could have gone, oh, right, okay, well, let's switch those over then. We can Photoshop her over to the other side and Lane over to the other side. It wouldn't have been a particular big deal. Then that could have resolved that, and the poster could have come out as, you know, a decent movie poster. There's nothing physically wrong with the layout of the poster. It clearly demonstrates the themes of the movie: war, conflict, testosterone, titties. You know, it's quite clearly demonstrating all those aspects that they want to get bums on seats to the cinema with. So this just looks like errors. Just nothing short of basic errors of somebody or a group of people who didn't actually understand the material that they were working with, whether it was a third-party marketing company that were hired to design the poster and produce the poster, whatever. The QA should have picked up on these matters, and the fact is, it didn't. So the Warcraft movie poster, although the actual theme of the poster I think is absolutely fine, has got a couple of glaring errors, which, you know, if this kind of like blows up a bit, you know, if people really like me, knobheads like me, that really kind of like highlight the basic errors of this thing, then I'm not saying that it's going to generate bad publicity for the film, or I'm not saying it's going to derail the film or any nonsense like that whatsoever, but it is going to possibly make a few people sort of maybe question whether or not the people who have actually dealt with the source material have an understanding of what they're dealing with here. And although Warcraft movie fans, the more sane ones anyway, must be aware and must appreciate that when the film comes out, they're not going to see a letter-for-letter lore representation of this story. There has to be artistic license for the director, and rightly so, to create his own story. If you can't get certain fundamentals right, then should people be, you know, just a tinsy-wincy bit concerned that this is not potentially in the right hands. Of course, that is going into an extreme kind of situation. So let me know what you think of the movie poster. Do you have any theories why Garona is the wrong colour and why King Lane is on the left-hand side? It would be great just to see people trying to justify this in the comment section. My God, I've seen people try and justify Warlords of Draenor. There is nothing that I could see in the comment section down below that would shock me. But please do put all your thoughts, theories in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. And also subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care, everybody. Bye-bye.